This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to part 2 of the LEGO Star Wars game level ranking. Today I'm going to look at the complete saga in Skywalker Saga in the original trilogy. I'll also mention the levels that The Force Awakens does share, but those are just brief mentions. I'll be treated like LEGO Star Wars 3 was in the previous one, and I will be looking at The Force Awakens against Skywalker Saga. Maybe next week, maybe in a little more time, I'll take a chance to at least replay those levels. Since I honestly don't love Force Awakens that much as the Lego game. But still, I'm going to looking at this, and currently from the last one, we have a score of 8-3 with the Skywalker Saga being in the lead. But let's see how it changes now. Also, the clip that appears is not going to be a guarantee for which one wins. I randomly pick them and I do it after, although that's just to get the clip of about the same length since I'm not sure how long each is going to go in the comparison. And starting off, we have the beginning of A New Hope, where we have the level Secret Plans and the level Boarding Party. And between the two, both are amazing levels, and they're done really well, but I'm just going to be giving it to Boarding Party. Although Secret Plans is extremely close, I think the Boarding Party is just a little more fun, where you get to do a few things like having these crazy shootouts and have a little bit more fun of puzzles and everything. But honestly, I could go either way with this one, and Boarding Party is just taking the slight edge in this. Looking at the next level they share, this is a little unconventional, but it is Mos Eisley Spaceport versus Hunk of Junk. And Mos Eisley Spaceport is the superior level to this, although only the final section of this level is shared with Hunk of Junk. Hunk of Junk is one of, if not my least favorite level in this entire game, because it feels so wasted, and you have an extremely boring level where all you have to do is repair the Millennium Falcon, which feels like my least favorite level from The Force Awakens, which is to prep the Millennium Falcon to attack Starkiller Base. And I feel like there's just so many other levels they could have done besides this one. And this was just such an annoying level, while the other one is such a fun level where you get to go through Mos Eisley and make it to the Falcon, where you eventually fight the Imperial Spy. The Imperial Spy isn't even in this level and isn't even in the game, I think, but I just think it would have been so much better to have the other level. This is a clear win for the complete saga. And looking at the next level, there is Rescue the Princess and Best Laid Plans. Or Best Leia Dia. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I think these two levels are extremely close. And honestly, I could go either way, but I'm going to give just the slight edge to Rescue the Princess. I really could go either way, but you couldn't go full stealth in Best Laid Plans. I'm not sure that's maybe how you say it, but yeah, with it, I just like a little more having, that you don't, or well, you aren't able to fully go in stealth in the other one. But I honestly really enjoy the stealth part of Best Laid Plans, but I'm giving just a slight edge to Rescue the Princess. I think it's just a little more fun. But yeah, I could honestly go either way with this one specifically. Looking at the next level, we have, of course, another two. And this one is either Death Star Escape or This Is Some Rescue. And looking at the two levels, I have to go with This Is Some Rescue because you don't have the extremely annoying cart you have to get in a perfect line at the perfect speed. So yeah, that is mainly the reason because of that one annoying thing you have to do twice in that level. But besides that, I think they're pretty even, and I could go either way with that level. Looking at the final level in A New Hope, there is Rebel Attack and Stay on Target. And with this one, I think that both levels are good, but I honestly kind of like Rebel Attack a little more. I just feel like Stay on Target could have been a lot more fun if it was just a straight up trench run without having all the stuff where you have to jump around. But both levels I think are both close. They both aren't my favorite levels, but I think they are solid levels. I'm just giving the slight advantage to Rebel Attack. Moving on into The Empire Strikes Back, there is Hoth Battle and Assault on Echo Base. These are the two Snowspeeder levels, and I just easily have to give this to Assault on Echo Base. It improved everything so much. It made things so much more fun, and such a better job was done on this level. Easily, this level takes first place with Hoth Battle, just not being as fun as Assault on Echo Base. Moving on, we have the next level, Falcon Flight versus Never Tell Me the Odds. And with this, I had to give it to Never Tell Me the Odds. Similar to Assault on Echo Base, Never Then Tell Me the Odds just does so much better job. It is way more fun and more interesting to be flying through the asteroid field like this. And there is some really annoying parts about Falcon Flight, which is firing torpedoes at an asteroid, which is always something I hated about the level. But yeah, with this, I just easily give it to Never Tell Me the Odds. This next level is actually in reverse between the two games. So, when it's this one in the Complete Saga, it's actually the other one in Skywalker Saga in terms of order, and that is Cloud City Trap versus Revelations. And with it, looking at the two levels, I think it's really obvious what I have to give it to, and that is Revelations. This takes the Darth Vader and Luke fight. It draws out even more, and it's so much more fun, and just does such a better job than Cloud City Trap. Although Cloud City Trap is a really fun level, I just have to give it to Revelations. And looking at the final level in this, there is Betrayal over Bespin and Hibernation Situation. And just looking at the two, although I think both are fun, I really enjoyed Betrayal over Bespin a lot more. You just got to explain, we'll explore so much of Bespin. You could also do that in the open world in this, but it's a lot more fun doing that. And you also just get to see so many more interesting things. You get to look at, well, just so much more, and Hibernation Situation is mainly a fight with Slave One, while there's a lot more fun of a pursuit in Betrayal of Investment to try and catch Boba, and then to try and escape. But yeah, that finishes up Empire Strikes Back. Now let's move into Return of the Jedi. And looking at the two levels we have to start off the episode. There is a plan to save Han and Jabba's palace, and both are really good levels. And just personally, I enjoy a plan to save Han more. I think both levels are close, but with it, I am just giving the slight edge to this one since you get to play in different waves and go in as different characters, making it feel more like the plan. While on the other hand, the other level you just have everyone going in one group. And with this, I just give it the slight edge over here. Looking at the next level, there is the Great Pit of Carcoon versus the Copacabana. And with it, although I do like the Copacabana, I don't like that it's strictly stuck to Java's sail barge. I kind of wish it was set up more like the Great Pit of Carcoon, where you just get to jump across the different speeders and not speeders, skiffs, and you get to make it to Jabba's sail barge, where you eventually are able to go and, well, and just destroy the ship. Although I do like that Jabba the Hutt is a boss fight in this, I just think I really prefer just the greater expanse of the Great Pit of Carcoon over the Copacabana, so I'll be giving Great Pit of Carcoon the point. Looking at the next level in this, honestly, I kind of hate both of these levels. They are extremely annoying, and these are Speeder Showdown and Endure the Line, and both of them are extremely annoying speeder levels where you have to go and just take down speeders. It's really annoying to do and extremely repetitive. And honestly, I don't know which of these to pick because I don't like either of these levels. And if I have to pick one, honestly, it's really hard choice. And I think I would have to go with Endure the Line, mainly because I think it's just a little shorter and it's just a straight out speeder bike chase, while the other one has a bunch more elements where you have to run around and do stuff. Looking at the final three levels, I remember the Return of the Jedi ones from Force Awakens, so I am putting it in here. And although they are fun levels, I am going to not be counting them fully with for points. We'll just see if they could get any points at all. And they'll just be an honorary point where the actual point is going to go to, well, either Force Awakens, Skywalker Saga, or Complete Saga. I will be dealing with Force Awakens at a different point. And looking at the one that has the three share, it's the same level split across the three. And we have the Battle of Endor, the Battle of Endor again, and finally the Chewbacca defense. And just looking at the third of the level that's shared from the Force Awakens, I just put it in last place since it's only a third of the level, and I think it's done a lot better in the other two. And now looking at the other two, I really couldn't go either way, but I just prefer, for the same reason as a few others, the Battle of Endor, since you get to explore the planet a lot more, and you get to go from the Ewok villages into the Imperial bunker, which you don't get to do in this game. So personally, that's why I have it as Battle of Endor. And looking at the final level, the three games share. Really, it's the two because there is one that both Force Awakens and Complete Saga share. But since I'm not counting Force Awakens in this ranking, it will be in, of course, the one that I'm doing next. I will not be counting anything in Force Awakens. So that'll just be an honorary mention. And looking at it, we have Jedi Destiny part 2 of the Battle of Endor, and finally fulfill your destiny. And automatically, I'm giving this to fulfill your destiny. You get to play through the full well, series of events. We actually do get to fight Darth Vader, and then you get to fight Palpatine as the two. And with Palpatine using his Force Lightning, it just feels a lot better. And then looking at the other two, I'm not giving this to Force Awakens again. I just give it to the complete saga over Force Awakens because the level's a lot more drawn out and a lot more fun. And with it, we get to have a pretty fun fight between Luke and Vader and Palpatine. Although it's not fully accurate, it's a really fun level, and I prefer it over the Force Awakens level. And finally, looking at the last Force Awakens level and complete saga level, we have Into the Death Star in the final part of the Battle of Endor. And again, I'm giving it the complete saga because you get to go and fully destroy the Death Star. I really wish this was part of at least the open world in the Skywalker saga, but it isn't. It was only put into a cutscene, which is really disappointing to me. And I kind of wish the speeder bike one was cut and there was more of like an open world race, and we could have got this one or something else. But so I think that easily it's complete saga since you get to go and fully take on the Death Star, fly in and fly out, while you're just destroying the reactor really in this one for The Force Awakens. And comparing the complete saga's original trilogy to the Skywalker saga's original trilogy, it's way closer than it was in the prequels, with it being 6-9, while the prequels was, I believe, 8-3. But yeah, looking at it, we have our final score of 9 for the complete saga and 17 for the Skywalker saga, giving the Skywalker saga the clear win, nearly doubling what the complete saga had. But still, I think that is extremely impressive, and I really enjoy both of these games. They're both amazing games, and even though the Skywalker saga does get the win in this, I definitely recommend you still play the game of the complete saga since it's such a great classic. In fact, it should still be on sale on, I think, both the Xbox and Steam. So if you want to get on either of those, I would definitely recommend it. But yeah, I want to know what you think. Which of these games do you like more? Do you disagree with me on any of these level rankings? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.